Welcome back, YouTube people, and people who like to watch my videos, and new people who watch my videos, and some old school people who like to watch my videos, or anybody who wants to watch my videos. Thank you. First thing I want to say, thank you very much. I'm very, very grateful to be able to do this. I'm very grateful for all my subscribers. I'm very grateful for anybody who watches this. I have a very, very, very exciting one today. Yes, this is a comic book related thing. So if you want something serious, wait till the next video. Maybe the next video will be something serious. If you're a comic book fan, this is the one for you. Okay. I did order some stuff, and I finally got some stuff in, so this is kind of cool. I got a little bit of a run from the Incredible Hulk. This is one of the best storylines I read in the 80s. It was when, at one time, the Hulk and Dr. Banner was split up, separated, and so they was living separate lives. The problem is that Hulk without Banner was just like savage. And so what happens if one dies, the other one dies. So what happened is that this little run was kind of cool. It's like, I remember reading this. I'm not sure. I remember reading this because I think my brother bought it. And one of the coolest things was this one right here, which I thought it was kind of hilarious. It's the same part of the run. Number 320. The thing is, at the time, it was kind of hard to get every single book because sometimes some stores, if you get it at 7-Eleven, great. Otherwise, other bookstores sometimes they go by what sells. So sometimes the Hulk sells, sometimes they're not. Whatever. This one's cool because I never read this one before, but it's kind of neat. This one is when they fought. Is one of the very few times the Avengers fought the Hulk, and they said the Hulk has to die. Of course, the Hulk never dies because the Hulk will be still around. But I do have this one somewhere, and this is the aftermath of this. This is when they found out that you kill the Hulk, you kill Bruce Banner. So the question is that what do you do? Sometime later, he gets put back together again, and that's it. So I've got this little run right here, which was awesome, very awesome, a very good read. So Hulk 318 to 322, you can get this for very cheap. If you want to see, imagine the Avengers fighting the Hulk. A savage Hulk. That's it. That's the best I can do. Best I can do. Well, okay. Picked up this Star Wars: The High Republic, #1. Before the Skywalker saga, there was a High Republic. So, which means that, okay. So instead of Knights of the Old Republic, they call it the High Republic. That's my guess. This is the third. Now, this is a third printing of #1. I did get the first printing. I didn't get the second printing. This is the third printing. Imagine that. Wow, that's amazing. So that means that they're not making a lot recently. This one I thought was really cool. And this is Future State, the Next Batman, #4. This is a Jim Lee cover. This is the same pose that he did for his run on Batman 10 years ago. Same pose and everything. And up inside was Superman doing that. So that's kind of neat. Future State Nightwing #2. Some reason I never got Nightwing #1. I'm kind of interested in that, so I'll find it soon, and of course, when I find it, I'll buy it. This one I thought was awesome. X-Men Legends. Now, this is supposed to be kind of like the 1990s cartoon style ish. I forgot who wrote it, but this is the variant edition. But the artwork is supposed to be by Brett Booth. It's supposed to be. Let me look at this again. It better be. Yeah, this is Brett Booth. Now, some of you might not know who Brett Booth is. Brett Booth started off. Brett Booth. I forgot. I can't read my stuff. Can't read it. Okay. Brett Booth started off with Image Comics, hired by Jim Lee. So, and think about it. If you're hired by Jim Lee, who's arguably one of the best comic book artists in the current century, one of the best artists still since 1990s. His art style is similar to his, but it's more. Everybody is more sleeker, having more sleek build. And what happened is everybody here has a very sleek build, so I always could tell his art style. He started coming on his own when he did Backlash, which was my favorite Image character. And then they did a Backlash Spider-Man crossover, which I thought was cool, but for some strange reason, so I like Backlash and I love Spider-Man. I never bought it. Don't ask me why I never picked it up. Found it at the store once, and I said, oh, let me go buy this, and then something else happened. Squirrel. Okay. Next is Captain America, the Alien variant. I don't know why. Tell you the truth, I didn't like this at first when I first saw it, but when I saw it in the store, I said, hey, that is pretty neat. Well, anyway, MODOK Head Games #3. I'm kind of liking this series because and they bring out Gwenpool, so which means that it's going to get zany. Okay? It's going to get zany. How zany? I just got back. Now, the thing is, I just got back from the gym, and I said, I wanted to watch a DVD, so I popped in some old classic Doctor Who, which is not the quote unquote SJW Doctor Who that people complain about right now. This is the old school stuff when I was growing up watching. So, watching this, got the Blu-ray season 7 box set, so that's cool. Next, King in Black #4, which is this cover is sweet as mother loving. Man, this cover is sweet. Man, I tell you, just this cover alone just speaks wonders, man. I'm like, ooh, man, that's nice. Guardians of the Galaxy, since I already got it, I'm gonna drop this. But for some reason, this supposed to be start off either this issue or the next issue is supposed to be the new lineup of the Guardians of the Galaxy with new costumes and stuff like that. So I might collect this for a little bit longer, then drop that. Of course, Thor #12. Like I said, funny thing is I got all 12 issues so far. I have not even touched the one because I can't even get through the other stuff I have. You know how that is. So sooner or later, tell you the truth, if some people quit bugging the crap out of me and let me have a time to myself, it's just that the last couple weeks I've been helping other people with their problems. Not tailor-made man. No, he solves his own problems. But other people have their own problems. That some includes money, some don't. I never gave people money. I haven't given people money in a long time. And I'm like, no. You solve your own problems. But other people have other problems that, I listen, and it's like, dude, or dudette, you're acting crazy. Stop doing this stuff. Find a hobby. Please. But anyway, Black Widow, Alien variant. I don't know why I wanted this one. But, it looks kind of basic, but, oh well. That's it. Now, this is the cool one. This is the cool, this is the coolest cover I've seen this week. Besides that Brett Booth one. The coolest cover. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Look at that big ass fist in his face. Oh! I'm like, damn. I wonder who that is. First I'm thinking that might be the Kingpin, but I mean, if you look at it real carefully, his eyes is, right here. You can see his eyes is glazed over like he's about to get punch drunk. Like, oh, I'm about to get punch drunk. So I can't wait to read this. Of course, I had to read the other two before it, but that's fine. All right. Right now, this is the grand spanking motherload. This is something I said I was going to do this month for my birthday. Now, before I show you what I just bought, and this is a big thing. Well, for me, it's big. Let me give you some explanation. Very quickly. I started learning to read by reading comic books. Now, what happened was, at the time, of course, Spider-Man, Superman, they all were white. Okay, fine. My dad started having me start buying me this particular book because it was a black superhero, and he says, "I want you to start reading this too." And I really didn't like it, but the funny thing is, just seeing a black person as a superhero, thought it was kind of cool. And the funny thing is, this is back in the 70s. Okay, this is the 70s. Think about it. The mindset you have right now is totally different from the mindset of the 70s. The mindset of the 70s, we just got done with the civil rights movement. Segregation and Jim Crow was done. Now everybody's integrated. And it's a little bit dicey at times. But the funny thing was that there was no quote unquote role models. I mean, I didn't learn about Black Panther until like the 80s. I'm like, who's this guy? Oh, he's kind of cool. Oh, this guy's the richest guy in the world. He's richer than Tony Stark. Better. Holy crap. Then I got, more into it. Oh, he beat the Fantastic Four single-handedly? Are you kidding me? This guy's awesome. That was Black Panther. But this guy, this person right here, never really was a big hero in turn. He had a good following back in the day, but then again, that was during that blaxploitation era. Yeah. If you don't know anything about that, look up Dolomite and shit like blaxploitation. You'll see a lot of black filmmakers making black films, and that was just so off the wall crazy, doing like fake kung fu moves and shit like that. And I was like, oh, really now? Like, for example, there was a movie called Blackula. Seriously, Google it. Trust me, it's fun. I hate it when people drop shit. Because you be wondering, like, what the hell? Are they okay? Whatever. But anyway. Alright. Then what happened was in the 80s they paired him up with another character and they became a dual team. So you don't think of one without the other. Okay, fine. That was good. But after a while, the popularity was like, in a way, it was like that character was created for something and he fall by the wayside. Like, for example, Blade was created to be a foil for Dracula as a vampire hunter. But after you start doing Dracula, Blade kind of like, what are you going to do with Blade? He falls by the wayside. Then you bring him back up for a while. Oh, spooky stuff. Okay, bring up Blade again. Oh, yeah, he's great. Yeah, he goes back to the wayside. Same with this character. And a lot of black characters are like this. Just like, for example, they try to make a black character really popular. And they try to put it out there to get people to like it. But the problem is, it was kind of hard to write for these people. Because, it's kind of weird. Now, I'm tell you the truth, like I said, I grew up in the 70s to the 80s. I'm more aware of the stuff in the 80s, but in the 70s, I was really young, so I didn't really understand a lot of stuff. But see, like the mindset that you see today is totally different than 30 to 40 years ago. But I was looking for this book for 30-something years. 30-something years. I was looking for this book. Now, you might be wondering, what book did I find? What book did I get? Well, I'll give you one little hint. Netflix made a show about this character. And he gained a little bit of popularity because when his show debuted, it crashed Netflix because everybody wanted to watch it. And I watched it. I loved it, but I didn't like the N word all the time. But then again, that's how black people talk in the streets. And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So if you haven't figured that out yet, but think about this, they tried to resurface him back in the 2000s before the Netflix show. Had a small run, good. Small runs, okay, fine. Sorry about the sneeze. But anyway, so I won't. Now, what happens when I first saw this book years ago at the store? They wanted $400 for it. $400. And I was like, I could pick this up, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to pay $400 for this. I looked at the book. I was like, this book, even though it's very rare in a certain sense, I don't want to pay $400 for it. So what happens every so often, I'll go in there and look. Oh, it's there still? Okay, the price went drop. And it's been the same price for a while, for a long time, so I don't think it's going to drop anymore. But without further ado, I know you guys have already figured out who it is already. When I dropped that Netflix show hint, you knew who it was. This is the birthday present I given to myself. Luke Cage, Heroes for Hire #1. Now, think about this. This is not the best condition. See that little tear right there? Little tear right there. Little bit right there. But that's fine. I only paid $160 for it. But to me, I've been looking for this for 30 years. And believe me, I always kept an eye on it, and I finally picked it up today. There's another book I saw there, and I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know if I want to pick this up yet, but sooner or later I probably will pull the trigger on it. But anyway, this is it. This is my big score. So far, this might be the second or third biggest score I have besides Amazing Spider-Man 300 and 301. Now, I'll tell you the truth, I don't expect this to be that worth anything but the sentimental value, because I've been looking for this for 30 years. It's more than worth it. So, with that being said, wow, this is amazing. Seriously? Never fails. As soon as I'm having fun and hanging out to myself, some idiot calls. No, it's not Tailor Made Man. But anyway, I want to say thank you for watching this video. I gotta get dinner pretty soon because I'm getting hungry. I haven't ate since maybe 1 o'clock, and that was a bagel. Went to the gym, worked out, and all sorts of stuff. With that being said, thank you very much for watching. I know this is a little bit longer video than I really wanted to, but I want to say thank you for sticking with me. And if you have any comments, let me know down below. Let me know down below. If you think that was a really cool comic to get, let me know down below. Let me know what you think about it. I think it's awesome. Plus, that thing kind of showed me that, hey, black people can do stuff too. But then again, like I said, by today's standards, that sounds like a ridiculous statement. But think about it. Back in the 70s, totally different. So with that being said, I'm going to say thank you very much, and I'm keeping this under 20 minutes. So have a good day.